Okay folks, welcome back to The Long Dark. Yes, you've joined me exactly where we left off. I am back here in the rail maintenance yard. I have to say that very, very slowly, in case I look like a complete idiot. Yes, we are here, we're in the rail maintenance yard. We've started to bring things down from the hunting lodge. We have all of our wolf pelts, we've got 5 of them. We brought 4 down with us, then we brought another wolf down on the way. So we ended up with another wolf pelt. So we've got 5 of them. We've also dropped all the gut behind here as well that we brought. Food-wise, we've brought loads of wolf meat down here. We've obviously captured another wolf, so we've ended up with a load more left behind. I'm actually tempted to leave these 3 pieces behind. Leave these 3 pieces behind simply because there's already some up in the lodge, and it'll make us less smelly to our hunters that are out there trying to catch us, because there are 3 wolves that are stalking me at the moment. They are all. I actually think I could do with another hour's sleep. Let me just do another couple of hours sleep, because we've got to do a rope climb and I don't want to run out of energy halfway up it. That would just suck. So we're going to end up travelling at night, I think. Yes, we are. Okay, let's break out the storm lantern then. I have not done this so far, really. In this playthrough, we have not done much night travelling, so let us head outside. Hopefully it's not foggy. As long as it's a clear night, it's actually pretty okay. You can travel quite easily at night, but if it's foggy or misty, it really isn't a good idea, because you will get lost. And it is pretty clear. In fact, we could probably even do it without the storm lantern. It's a bit creepy though. Particularly since we know we're walking straight through the middle of a whole load of wolves that will probably come out and rip my face off at any moment. Basically, we need to get over to that mountain that's up in front of us. We can kind of see that straight ahead of us is roughly where we're headed. In fact, I think it might even... I can't tell from here exactly which cliff face it is we're going to end up climbing up. But it's one of those pretty much straight ahead. I think there's a wolf over there. But hopefully we're okay over this side, because hopefully we brought down the wolf that was over this side. I don't want to sprint too much because I don't want to tire myself out. I've got a rope climb to do. I think there was a cattail there. We'll worry about those at a later date. It's this way somewhere. Also got some reishi mushrooms here. We'll grab those because they're not very heavy. Just some calories. We've actually done okay for food on this map as well. Probably because we brought so many wolves down. We have also brought down some deer as well. So we really have done very well with this map. Now, with it being dark, I think that's the rope climb. Yeah, that's it there. With it being dark, it's a bit hard to see the rope climb, but it is straight in front of us. Let's keep our eyes to the left and to the right. Long Dark in VR, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? There is no talk of that, by the way. I don't want to make anybody think that there's a VR version coming, because nobody has mentioned it. But it would be pretty cool. Okay, let's go for it then. Hopefully, we can make our way all the way to the top. Rope drops are, in theory, fairly straightforward ways of getting about, but your fatigue level really does affect them quite badly. If you run out of energy on the climb indicator in the bottom right-hand corner before you get to the top, you are stuffed. You will fall off if you don't get down quickly. Okay, so we are back at the top. Just about made it. Right by the lodge. The ominous dawn music plays. Now, we have brought down pretty much every wolf up here, but I think they do respawn, so they may well reappear again, so we've got to be careful. Let's hop back inside. So it's actually a relatively simple run between the two. We really haven't got very far to go at all, so this should not be too difficult to get everything down to the rail yard. It should be really straightforward. Okay, so let us sleep through the night because we are extraordinarily tired now, and it is dark. So we shall sleep through the night. So we'll do full 8 hours, I think. See if it'll let us do the full 8 hours. And let's drink just to get our hydration level back up before we do anything else. And I think it is still dark. Is it still dark outside? Yeah, not far off actually. But we'll let's just use the bedroll just to pass time for a couple of hours. Now I am slightly worried that my bedroll is probably starting to degrade, so I need to just I'll just check its condition. I say that because a patch has appeared on it, which usually means that condition-wise it is starting to get a little bit low. So I just want to check the condition of my bedroll. 71%. Oh, that's okay. I think it'll be worse than that. 71%, that's absolutely fine. The only reason I'm using the bedroll here, there are beds upstairs, but I just can't be bothered to go up there, so I'm using the bedroll down here. Okay, so what shall we do next? Another run down to the bottom, I think. So let's grab the deer hides. Do we need food? Yes, we probably do. So let's just have a piece of the deer meat that we've got knocking about. We shall eat. Ooh, we're going to have to go properly into the backpack menu to get the right thing. Let's just find that deer meat, we'll eat that. And then we'll drink again just to get our hydration back up. There is actually a litre of water down at the bottom, so I'm not going to take any more water with me, because there is some down there. Okay, so we've got all those deer hides. How much other stuff have we got? Oh, no, blimey, we've got plenty of carrying weight. Okay, let's take the rifle then. And let's take a load of guards. Oh, we'll take these 2 saplings as well. There we go. I suppose if we can take all this in one smelly run, lessens the chance of us being caught on other runs. Okay, so we've got all of the gut, we've got all of the hides. I don't need to worry about fire materials, there's plenty of that. Right, okay then, so let's go back. Let's just double check that we're not overweight. No, we're absolutely fine. We're a little bit smelly. That's what the little this little indicator is, and it's because we are carrying hides and gut with us. So that will attract wolves. So we just need to be a little bit careful because we know they're about anyway. Oh, sounds a little bit breezy. Oh, it's okay though. That's fine. That's travelable. So let's make our way back down. So this is kind of the challenge that we've set ourselves. It is a little bit repetitive, but we are kind of slowly trying to move everything all towards one place, which is the Grey Mother's house ultimately. But right now, there's a bear! There's a bear down there. There is actually a bear down there. Well, that complicates things a little bit. Right. Does the scent attract bears? This is awkward. I don't know what to do. Do I still risk going down there and hope I don't get attacked, or do I not risk going down there? I suppose it depends which way the bear's going. Where is it? Which way is it walking? It is in fact walking this way. Or is it? Hang on a minute, I'm not actually sure. Hang on. Let me walk around the other side of the rope since I can't jump over it. That's what I'm just trying to do. Okay, it's kind of going that way. So if I drop down there... Yeah, I'm a little bit nervy about doing that with a bear. So close. So I think we'll go back to the lodge, we'll warm ourselves up, and we shall think of something else to do. Until that bear moves on. I keep hearing a funny noise and I keep thinking it's the moose sneaking up behind me. It's not. It's the guy outside with his strimmer cutting the grass outside my flat. Okay, so what do we now do? I genuinely don't know what to do to wait until that bear goes away. Yes, it's one of those things, isn't it? What do we do? What do we do to keep ourselves occupied? Well, we can prepare some reishi mushrooms. Let's do that. Let's prepare some reishi mushrooms. We can do that. We can cook those into tea on the next fire. We can also make some tinder plugs from a newsprint roll, so let's do that, because I know we were really short. And we can make that from a stick. I'm not going to do that. Right, okay, so... yeah, I am in one of those little tricky situations now where I really don't know what to do, because I don't want to risk heading down there right into a bear, but I also don't want to kind of have to sit up here for ages. We're on day 33 of our challenge, which is why I'm so keen not to get eaten. Part of me's thinking, if I was playing offline, I probably would just sit in here until the following morning in game and then carry on. But because I am filming for you guys, I don't want to do that, because it'll be a very uninteresting video. So I think we're just going to have to go for it, aren't we? And just hope to everything. Apologies, I'm just rejigging my chair to try and get a bit more comfortable. So if the audio has gone a little bit haywire, it's because I've moved away from the microphone a little bit. Okay, so what we're now going to do then is see if the bear is still downstairs. Oh my goodness, he's even closer. Right, okay. Well, that plan backfired slightly. I guess we're staying up here then. Is there anything else up here that we can... There literally isn't. It's actually to the point now where we are having to... I suppose my only other option is to go the long way around, but I don't really want to do that, because that just increases the risk, and that also takes us right where the moose was, which is arguably even worse. So we are going to have to sit this out until the bear moves on, which is a little bit annoying. Let's drop all of the things that can be curing. We don't have to lay them out in a nice, neat pattern. We can just leave them in a heap, but we will set them out in a nice, neat pattern. Mainly so we don't forget what we have. Assume I'm walking up against something. Let's lay all the... Oh, come on, it went green. There we are. Okay, so that's looking a little bit neater. Okay, so let's lay all that out again. So that will carry on curing, because obviously it doesn't cure when it's in your inventory. It only cures when it's laid out in the building. So we're just going to lay it all out so it carries on curing while we're stranded up here. I am trying to think what to do to pass the time now. I've got plenty of carrying capacity. I am actually half tempted to go on a little expedition. I think what I might do is head down the path. Head down the main path. And try and map towards the bottom of it, because we haven't got a proper map of that area. So let's make our way down, and then we'll pick up any lichen and reishi mushrooms and anything that we see on the way back. We'll grab all of that, just so that we're doing something. It's one of these things with the long dark. It is a bit of a long game, and you have to play the long game. Sometimes things aren't interesting. You know, you're not going to have a... Well, they can be if you make them, but if you want to survive for the long term, you are going to have these rather boring days where you don't have much choice but to kind of potter about, really. That is the old survival strategy of playing the Long Dark, is that people would gather together massive kind of initial piles of resources very, very quickly, and then just camp inside a building for hundreds of days in some cases, which is why they introduced the cabin fever affliction, to try and force people to go outside. Right, let's map here. I think that will fill in a gap. I'm going to have to apologise if you can hear slamming and banging of doors. Unfortunately, my neighbour is never particularly quiet closing doors. And the whole building shakes. Okay, let's head down the path. I've got to actually remember the routes. I can't picture the route. Did anyone else hear a howling? Okay, let's drop ourselves down to the fence then. And then we shall do a map. Go that way. There's a wolf on the other side of the fence. Let's do a survey that way, and I'm hoping... Yeah, that will fill in a big chunk of the blank. So we've got a nice idea now of how this all lays out, so that's all pretty cool. Down towards the maintenance yard. So this is the actual kind of pathway to the maintenance yard. We are not using it.
Right, I can't feel my feet.
This is where we came across the moose. There's the rickety footbridge. You can just see it just up there above the trees. So that's where we've been. So there's the two different routes. Obviously the area that is overlooked by the rickety footbridge, and this is roughly where we saw the moose. The moose was on the other side of the bridge, behind these rocks. They're the rocks we kind of leapt off. So it's over there somewhere is where it's probably going to be lurking. So we shall come and tackle that at some stage. Okay, let's make our way back then, and we'll gather up any resources that we see on the way. Today has been one of those days where we haven't really been able to do very much. Mainly because, well, we have the hostile wildlife gathering around us. It just makes travelling that much harder. Having to wait such a long time for things to happen as well. It really is, you're in it for the long game, this. Nice and clear. A little bit of breezy wind blowing across, but it's really, really quite clear. Ooh, was that some old man's beard up there that I caught out the corner of my eye? Yes, it was, so we'll go up and grab that. I think this actually is taking us up to the other path, isn't it? Because, yeah, we kind of came back down this way. One of the times that we came from down here, we ended up kind of dropping back this way and dropping onto the main path right by the lodge, because we're virtually by the lodge now. Let's we'll come back. We're kind of going to head up this way. Oh, we'll gather some sticks. We haven't got many of those. Let's gather some resources while we're kind of playing this waiting game. We shall gather resources, try and do something useful. reishi mushrooms. It's all good. We've got some reishi mushrooms. Got some more. I'm just curious if there's anything up here, because there is a gnarly tree. I don't think there is, but... Ooh, stick. Come on, pick up the stick. There we go. No, I don't... Whoa, careful. Yeah, there's nothing around here. But yeah, pretty cool view though. Okay, so... Oh, more reishi mushrooms, more sticks. Nice clear in-game weather, has to be said. And we might as well harvest this here seedling. Oh, my condition's dropping quite a lot. It must be colder than it looks. -6, it's not that bad. That's a branch, I'm not bothered about that. That's another seedling, so I'll have that one again as well. My condition is dropping. Why's my condition dropping so badly? Oh, my hypothermia risk is actually quite high, I've just realised. I didn't realise how badly it was. How badly high it was. Let's get inside quick before we develop hypothermia. That was one of those near misses that only ever happens when you're tired. Okay. Tired or bored when you're trying to... right, so we've had not a particularly fruitful or eventful trip, but we have gathered a few things that we can make use of. So let's do some more Old Man's Beard wound dressing production. And let's do some more reishi mushroom preparing, because that then means we've got plenty of reishi mushroom to turn into tea, which of course is calories and healing. Okay, sorry about that. I just had a message coming in that I had to reply to. Okay, so... you can tell, can't you, that I am struggling to think of things to occupy our time whilst we are waiting for things to happen. We've got things curing. We can't do anything with that until they've cured. We've got a bear wandering about. We can't get down until the bear's gone. In fact, let's go and have a nosy and see if the bear's still there. If the bear has cleared away, I might be able to find my way in. Oh, now it's gone windy. Now it's gone really windy. Let's see what we got. There are a couple more limbs over there. I'm going to go grab those. If my hypothermia risk has come down, which it hasn't. So we definitely don't want to go travelling any great distance at the moment. But we'll have a nosy, see if the bear is still wandering about. Okay, well, looks like it's moved on. So hopefully that will give us a clear run round the lake when we're ready. But obviously, with that hypothermia risk that we've got, we are a little bit stuck with that. Hopefully you guys can't hear the lawnmower that's now been fired up right outside my window. So apologies if you can hear that. I think this video has been a little bit quiet. We've not had a massive amount to do, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap it up. Since we've got noise going on outside and there isn't very much I can do. But you know, we've been a little bit productive. We've gone out, we've grabbed some stuff. Have we got? I think we've got a little bit of reishi mushroom preparing that we can just do. We'll just do that housekeeping. Basically, we just need to get everything down to the rail maintenance yard now, so that we can think about getting it over to Mystery Lake. So that, I believe, is going to be the plan. That's what we're going to do next. But yeah, I think what we're going to do, we'll wrap it up. I think we're a little bit shorter than normal, but we'll wrap it up here. And I think what we're going to do next video, we'll see if we can... well, we need to warm ourselves up first, so we'll sort that out. And then we're going to head back down to the maintenance yard with our next load of stuff. And then I think what we might do is from the maintenance yard do a run back to Trapper's cabin with some of it. We'll probably take all the wolf pelts back to Trapper's cabin, and hopefully then we can we may even be able to craft a wolfskin coat once we get there, because the ones that are already in Trapper's cabin will probably be cured, and I can't remember if there's enough of them. There might well be. If there is, we can craft ourselves a wolfskin coat, and hopefully that'll get us through to sort of day 40. And then we are well on the way, because of course our initial target is to get to 100 days, which I still have not managed, which is really annoying that I haven't managed the 100-day goal. But it's usually because I do something stupid and end up dying. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to wrap it up a little bit early, so apologies, this one's not been the most interesting in the world. We've been a little bit monotonous with this one, we've been a little bit limited in what we can do, but hopefully next time we can liven things back up again, we can have another run back down to the bottom, and we can have a little bit more fun. So I shall say thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for joining me. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hopefully we can get ourselves back on track. A few other bits and pieces there I might as well tell you about. I'm going to be redoing the tutorials. We did do some Long Dark tutorials. They were a little bit naff, so I am going to redo them. I'm going to put a bit more time and a bit more effort into doing them as well. And also I'm working on the Retro Play series. I keep saying we're going to do proper Retro Play. And we're going to do that. I've got out my DOS box installed. I've got lots and lots of DOS games we're going to be working our way through, which I think is going to be pretty cool. So hopefully we've got some really interesting stuff coming. And yeah, we'll take it from there. But right now, thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you again very, very soon.